We apparently just got our first rumored information on NBA 2K21, and I want to give you guys a heads up. It is not looking good. And when I say that, I mean it's not looking good at all. Before this video starts, I want to give you guys a clear message that this is not 100% confirmed about NBA 2K21. This is not confirmed. This is rumored. So I want you guys to understand that before you guys start commenting on this video saying you think it's fake, whatever the case may be. I want to let you guys know that this is not 100% true, and I had to repeat myself there because a lot of people won't understand that what I'm saying is not exactly what's going to happen when NBA 2K21 drops. So let's go ahead and let's dive right into the news, because this has been something that's been talked about in the past 20 minutes to an hour. Everyone's been talking about it, everyone's been speaking on it, and let's go ahead and let's jump right into it. So an account by the name of @2KIntel tweeted out that they had some inside news about NBA 2K21. Now, I want to touch on this before I jump into all the information. I, first off, don't believe this. Now, I'm going to tell you why I don't believe this, and the reason why I don't believe this is because, no offense to this guy, I actually know who this guy is, but no offense to 2K Intel, but it just doesn't really make much sense to me that he would have the insider information over anybody else. Like, it doesn't make sense why him, out of all people, would have the information over everybody else in the world, and why this information would have not already come public. I'm not really too sure. I'm not taking away anything from him, but that's just how I look at it from being a person who, you know, plays 2K, understands 2K, and I just don't really see why he would have the insider information over anyone else. And I just want to let you guys know that before I jump into all this information. But I'm going to show you guys every single screenshot on the screen. You guys can see all of it. Apparently, this guy that he's talking to is a guy who worked on 2K20 and is currently working on NBA 2K21. Now, there's another thing that I don't understand is we don't even know who this guy is. Now, the reason why he blocked out his name was obviously because, for legal reasons, you aren't allowed to actually leak information about a game that is currently supposed to come out. So if this guy leaked information, if this guy actually worked at 2K, the game comes out and the game is kind of like what he was talking about, then he will face legal issues, because you have to sign a bunch of documents, an NDA, which he actually talks about in some of these screenshots. So that's the reason why his name's blanked out. But we don't know if this is actually a person who works at 2K. But apparently, a conversation was had between him and another person, and they were talking about NBA 2K21. Now, apparently he talks about NBA 2K20, and he talks about how the sales are down and how nobody really plays the game, so on and so forth. But the thing that we're most interested in when it comes to these conversations and it comes to these screenshots is talking about NBA 2K21. Now, apparently NBA 2K21's not even going to be called NBA 2K21. Apparently it's going to be called NBA 2KX, which is another thing that I don't really believe. I honestly don't believe that that's what they're going to call it, because it doesn't really make sense for them to switch up something that they've been doing for 20 years or however long they've been doing it. That just doesn't really make sense to me. But another thing that is going to shock a lot of you guys, if this is true, keep in mind, I want you guys to take this into consideration, that not this information is 100% confirmed. But apparently they had this conversation. I'm going to show you guys a screenshot right now, and this is going to blow some of you guys' mind, especially if this is true. Now, apparently this is the guy who also confirmed that the neighborhood was back in NBA 2K20. Once again, we don't know if that's concrete, but apparently this was the guy who confirmed that the neighborhood was in NBA 2K20. He was the one who said that. No one believed him. We got NBA 2K20 and the neighborhood was back. But this was a conversation that was had between a person and this guy, and he asked him a question about the neighborhood. He said, "Is the neighborhood back?" And he said, "It's even worse." Now, I don't really know exactly how to feel about that. I don't know exactly how to express myself if I played NBA 2K21. Let's say NBA 2K21, NBA X, whatever the name is. We don't know anything, but let's just say it comes out, and let's say these screenshots are true. Let's say these screenshots are correct. The neighborhood comes out. I'm telling you right now, NBA 2K20 is dead. NBA 2K20 is not a game that you can grow on. It's not a game that you can establish yourself within the community. I mean, some people do, some people have, don't get me wrong. But in terms of previous 2Ks, this is easily the worst 2K for growth, the worst 2K for exposure. And now, apparently, NBA 2K21, NBA 2KX, whatever it is called, is apparently worse. It's apparently worse than NBA 2K20 when it comes to the neighborhood. Now that is a little concerning. I don't really know how it could get much worse than NBA 2K20. Maybe if they went back to NBA 2K18, which still I wouldn't even consider it worse because at least it's not the exact same neighborhood. But apparently the neighborhood is back and it's worse. It's worse than it was this year, and I don't even want to imagine a 2K game with a neighborhood that is worse than NBA 2K20, because that would absolutely blow my mind if that was actually the truth. Just imagine NBA 2K21 coming out and you load up into the neighborhood and you see that there is the same park, same neighborhood. I don't even want to put myself through this because I want to play 2K and have fun. NBA 2K20 is not fun. It's mentally exhausting. I have the utmost respect for people who can still stream that game, play that game consistently, play the game religiously. And if what this guy is saying is true, if this guy is saying what he's saying is true, right? Let's just say he's 100% correct. The game comes out and the neighborhood is still there. This game is going to take even worse of a backlash than it did when Ronnie 2K went on stream and lied about features of the game. This is going to be devastating for the 2K franchise. I can't even put into words how disappointed I would be as a NBA 2K player and someone who wants to enjoy playing 2K again. I can't put into words how disappointed I would be. I hope this is false. Now, I really do think that this is not concrete. I really don't think this is true, and I think most of it is due to the fact that I don't want it to be true. But realistically, like I mentioned earlier in the video, I just don't understand how this guy would get insider information or get the insider scoop over every other person in the 2K community or in the world, really, for that matter, because I don't understand how this guy has the access to this information. And I don't understand, well, actually that's a lie. I was gonna say I don't understand why a 2K developer or someone working on 2K would come public with it, but I do understand some side of it, because they're probably not proud of what they're doing. They're probably not proud of the game that they're creating. I mean, there's no way that the people that developed NBA 2K20 are proud of what they made, right? Like, there's absolutely no way. So maybe this guy's not really proud of putting out the same product again year after year after year, now year 3, putting out the same product, and now he finally wants to come clean. And because in the screenshots he talks about quitting, he talks about he doesn't really want to be a part of the development team or whatever the case may be. We don't even know who this guy is. That's the biggest thing for me. That's the biggest concern for me, is we don't even know who this guy is that he's talking to. He could be talking to a random person. He could be talking to his friend and just simply doing this to get clicks and get attention. But as of right now, where it sits, the first rumored information on NBA 2K21, aka NBA 2KX, whatever that case is, I don't believe that either, but the rumored is that it's worse. That's all he said, was it's worse. When he asked about the neighborhood, it's worse. And the neighborhood is a huge part of the game. That's the main reason why NBA 2K20 is so boring. It was the exact same thing as NBA 2K19, and we just wanted something new. So I can't imagine a neighborhood being worse than NBA 2K20. So that means that definitely means it's a little concerning. But then again, there's some positive in this, because this isn't confirmed. But if it does get confirmed, if more information gets leaked, more information comes out, and it turns out that NBA 2K21, aka NBA 2KX, turns out to be worse than NBA 2K20, then I'm going to say this with 100% confidence, that the NBA 2K franchise is dead. It's going to fall off the face of the earth. Now, I know a lot of people aren't going to agree with that, because people are going to say, oh, everyone's going to buy it, everyone's going to play it. Trust me, if they put out another game that is terrible this year for the second year in a row and keep the same neighborhood, I guarantee you they are going to lose 50% of the people who played the game, even though they probably have a really high percentage of a decrease in people who play the game this year. But if they do the same thing for NBA 2K21, it's dead. It's over with. But like I said, this isn't confirmed. This is not concrete information. This is simply a rumor. So please take that into consideration when watching this video. I feel like I repeated myself like 30 times, but I know a lot of you guys are not going to think that. A lot of you guys are going to forget this and try to insult me and say that I'm lying. I'm not lying. I'm simply reporting on the information that was provided and telling you that it is not concrete. But as of right now, apparently NBA 2K21 is going to be worse than NBA 2K20. Let me know you guys' thoughts on this video in the comment section below. Once again, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys very much for watching the video. I'll see you guys next time, and peace.